What's up, everybody? It's your boy Josh with JTM Racing. What's going on? So today we don't really have anything planned. We're just going to be working on a bunch of miscellaneous things, probably cleaning up the garage a little bit, and we're going to be working on Willie's little Chevy Cruze and fixing a coolant leak on that thing. So I don't know what we're getting into, but let's just get into some shit. All right, guys. So here's the Chevy Cruze. This is Willie's car. I don't think it's been on the channel yet. If it has, my bad. But I really don't think I have any footage of it. So yeah, he bought this probably about a year ago, maybe a little bit more. And he bought it from a dealer. It's a pretty clean car. He's had little issues here and there with it. These cars are kind of known for it. But the only issue it's having right now, it has a coolant leak coming from a coolant return line on the turbo. And that's what we're going to be fixing. So yeah, let's check that out. Alright guys, so this is our coolant return line for the turbo, and it's leaking from this pressure fitting right here on the line. Now, it's a common issue they have with them, and instead of removing the whole line because it runs behind the whole manifold, what we're going to do is we're going to take our Dremel with a cutting wheel, and we're going to cut the pressure fitting right here, remove it off of the main, what would I say, yeah, metal line pipe, and then we're just going to unclamp it right here, and then run a piece of bulk hose with a hose clamp. And then you just won't have the issue anymore. You won't have the leak there. If something happens, you just replace this bulk hose and, you know, replace the clamp, which I don't think we'll have an issue after this. But it is a common issue, and this is what a lot of people do. So, yeah, let's cut this line off. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how it's done. So if you can see, it looks like it should be this way. And it should just be a piece of bulk line right in between those two bar bend fittings. Obviously, pressure fittings are probably the best, but when they decide to leak, then you got to replace the whole line versus us cutting that pressure fitting and just running a piece of bulk line. That's a lot cheaper, a lot easier to do. So yeah, that's where we're at. All we got to do is throw in a piece of bulk line with a couple clamps, and we're rocking. Also, if you decide to replace the whole line, just know you most likely have to remove the turbo and the manifold to replace that line. That's why we're going this route with it. Like I said, a lot cheaper, a lot easier to do. We're not trying to do this just to hack it up. It's just, it's going to save you a lot of labor if you do it this way. Let's do this, bitches. So when you're all done, this is what it should look like. So you got your two new hose clamps, your new piece of line or hose, whatever you want to call it, make sure you reinstall the heat wrap that it came with, or you go get yourself a new piece of heat wrap. Willie just got done filling her back up with some coolant, so now we're gonna start her and run her for a little while, let her bleed, and go from there. Check for, you know, if there's any leaks or anything like that. So
turbo.
thing sounds like a beast. No visible leaks coming from that area. Like I said, we're just letting her run to bleed the cooling system. Let her burp up any air bubbles if there's any trapped in the cooling system. What do you think, Willie?
Job well done. Right.
Me and Nick would like to call this car a hoe car. All you guys out there know what I'm talking about. Thing's super clean though. I don't know if Willie's gonna do it or not, but the idea is kind of up in the air of doing a couple ZZP mods. Maybe a turbo upgrade with the downpipe. It is an auto, but it would still be cool. But yeah, this thing has brand new tires all the way around. It's a pretty clean little car. You know me, you know if I had this thing, ZZP mods would be on the way. Even though it's an auto, you could still make this thing kind of cool. Drop it on some like 18s. As many ZZP modifications as possible. Still looking good. So we're gonna rinse out the engine bay with the hose to remove any excess coolant. And then we haven't added any coolant to the overflow bottle yet. Willie's gonna take it around the block, see if the thermostat opens up. It's all the way warmed up, but it hasn't dropped yet. So hopefully when he takes it around the block, that thermostat opens up and the coolant drops a little bit, and then we'll add some. But yeah, we're gonna rinse out the engine bay real quick with the hose. All right, so Willie took it around the block. Everything looks good. No leaks, looking pretty solid. Should be fully pressurized. Didn't need to top off the coolant. Maybe when Willie gets home, he'll double check it one more time. But she's looking good, so yeah. So I thought I should start up the Civic today, just so the battery doesn't die. But yeah, she's running. Sounds good. She was a little bit of a pain to get started up, but she started up a lot quicker than usual. I think it's just from those new plugs we did, but she definitely needs to be tuned. She's dumping way too much fuel to the cylinders, causing the plugs to foul, and I feel like that's a big reason why she doesn't fire up correctly and quick enough. But she's running pretty smooth right now. We do have parts for her, like I've said in the past. I know I've probably said it a million times already, but I have the wide body fenders, got the test pipe for the exhaust so we can remove the catalytic converter. We have the wideband, and then really we need to get her tuned, and then it's just like little things after that. But yeah, she's running good. What's up, guys? So it's been 2 weeks since the last clip. I know, I don't give a shit. It is what it is. We're gonna be cleaning up the garage today. When we finished up a couple weeks ago, it was just working on Willie's car. We didn't really do anything else. We just kind of kicked back and got lazy, to be honest with you. So we're gonna be cleaning up the garage. If you can see, I have this huge mess right here. It all needs to be put away. So we got Willie in the background on the tunes, of course. Let's get cranking on this garage. And yes, we're still working on the Nova. We haven't stopped on this project. I'm just trying to get the funds, and there's a couple different tools I want to get before I start cranking on this subframe. But yeah, we're still working on it. It's just going to take some time. Look at this guy.
Got nothing to say? So.
Alright guys, so my phone cut out due to being too full on storage, so I didn't get everything in that last clip. But so far so good. We're getting cleaned up. We still have a bunch to put away, but we got some miscellaneous hardware all put back away. We got tools we were using on the last couple projects all put away. I filled up all these jugs with old fluid like oil, transmission fluid, things like that. Went to the store, picked me up a bunch of blue shop towels so I can clean out all the drain pans and this big ass floor pan. And we still got a lot to put away, but yeah, we're getting there. Little Max. What's up, bud? Alright guys, so while I was cleaning the garage, I came across these fenders I got for the Civic a while back. I did mention in other videos that I had them on order. These are wide body fenders from AIM 9. Super dope, they're all fiberglass. And these are going on the Turbo EG. Definitely going to make the front end look a lot more aggressive. It's just going to be a meaner looking car. And then I will be getting a fiberglass hood eventually. Definitely going to be sick. These need to get installed. They're not pre-drilled, so we're gonna have to drill them all out. And hopefully we'll get to that soon. We need to start cranking on the Civic so I can just get it done, get it tuned. I mean, it's been years. Like, I think I turboed it 4 or 5 years ago and we're still not tuned, just because I get all these projects and I start working on every single one and I can never get one done. But we're gonna start cranking on this stuff and getting a lot more content. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys these dope ass fenders. All right guys, so we got the garage cleaned up fairly good. Feel like it's still super unorganized. The problem is I just have too much shit and I need to use my shelf space a little bit more wisely. I mean, we got some room up there, we got room up there, room down there, a little bit of room on this shelf. I just kind of need to go through everything and probably get a bunch of containers for a bunch of different miscellaneous things. We did get this shelf cleared off, kind of have it as like a working station. I can put stuff up here and work on it. There's a bunch of parts for different builds all over the place. You need to get the three-wheeler done, need to get the bike done, we need to get the Nova done, we need to get the Jimmy done, we need to get the Civic finished and tuned, so at least it's drivable like on a daily basis. Here's a bunch of miscellaneous parts for the Civic. This is kind of the Nova zone, even though the 305 is going to be bored out and stroked to a 334 cubic inch for the Jimmy. And there's just so much, you know, you got the kit car. Who knows when I'll ever be able to touch that. The only way probably is if this channel blows up and I have enough funds for it. Nova's coming along. Like I said, I need to get that subframe back on. I'm going to order the energy suspension body mounts for it. And pretty much I'll attach my subframe to the car. So once we get this prepped, paint it, we can just roll it over and bolt it back in. So at least the car can be on its 4 wheels. And I do have my eye on a set of mag wheels on, off, or up. Hopefully by the time I have the funds, they're not gone. But they're like more old school mag wheels that I think would look dope with the right tire setup on the Nova. Need to build a platform for the cherry picker so it can go outside and be covered so it's not taking up so much room in here. Need to take all this old oil and transmission fluid to an AutoZone or an O'Reilly's. There's just so much. If I just did everything to my vehicle that I have in this garage, it would open up so much space. So, what's up, Boxer? Boxer. Hey, bud. What's up? But yeah, we're moving along. There's always going to be something to do. Like I said, but it's a lot cleaner than what it was. So I'm happy about that. Need to start finishing some projects now. All right, guys. So I think that's it for the garage today. I think that's going to actually end the whole video. One of the next videos will be us wrenching on something, one of the projects. But yeah, that's it. I do have to organize a little bit more. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm just kicking back, sitting my ass in a chair now. What do you think, Willie? How do you think the garage looks?
A lot better.
What project do you think we should work on next? As far as a part that we already have in the garage. I mean, we got the center console for the Jimmy. We have the test pipe. We got the wideband we can wire up because that needs to be done. Huh? Civic. Yeah, I'm thinking the Civic. We need to get you guys some more Honda content. It's been a minute. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. And we're going to end it here. So peace out.
Yes, motherfucker.